What's up, everybody? Micah Curtis here. And what I wanted to do today was something I haven't done in a while. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but there is a trend when it comes to just me in general. Is that I am a fucking Sperg magnet. Like, seriously. For some odd reason, the craziest people that you'll find on the internet seem to come towards me. You know, outside of like a Chris Chan or something. And that's what I want to talk about today, because somebody actually brought up after I went on a live stream and, you know, cleared the air on a couple of things, that they said, like, how do you deal with all these fucking weirdos who just hate your guts? And I figured, let's go through that. Let's talk about it. Let's go a little bit in depth, because here on Sleeveless Comics, on this particular channel, you know, even though I've gone back to doing regular content on my normal channel, this channel I'm going to use basically for talking about being a writer and the process in which I do the creative process, deal with the business end of things, so on and so forth, and try to help people and give people tips from the things that I have learned in my time in writing. So today is basically going to be a how to deal with Spergs video, but we're going to call this the story of the Three Stooges. So, let's give a little bit of background. So, I have done several videos about Spergs, because I'll be honest, it's kind of funny. It's entertaining, and that's what I use it for. You monetize these weirdos. You know, I've talked to several people in the past about it. I've talked to Tug, I've talked to Yellow Flash, I've talked to others as well. They just said, you know, at the end of the day, you can't let these people get to you because they're crazy. Just monetize them. Just grab what they're saying, drag it into the light, and make fun of them. Because every normal person in your audience is going to realize these motherfuckers are crazy. So, let's have a look-see on some of the ones that I've done in the past. And I'm going to have to start making a habit of this again, because it's fun. I ain't even going to lie. But, I've even had friends get in on it with me. I did one of these that I'm going to show you guys. I ended up doing with graded 0.5 later on. We basically did like a sequel to it. It was fucking hilarious. I'm about to look that up and rewatch it, because we gotta get back to fun, guys. We gotta get back to fun shit. And I'll get to that at the end of the video. But that's something that we all need to get back to, is we need to get back to having fun. So, I've done quite a few of these. I did The Sad Story of Phil. This was about the artist formerly known as Captain Cummings, who, I don't know if this is true. Somebody will have to actually give me some evidence of this. But someone told me that after this video I did, I know that he went out and he tried to, you know, harass Peter Simeti. He and John De La Rose did that. But apparently after all of that nonsense went down and he was, you know, shown to be an insane person, what ended up happening next was apparently his wife finally just divorced his ass and took the kid. Which I warned him about over and over again. I said, if you spend all your time online focusing on people that you haven't met in real life and not taking care of your shit at home, you will lose it. And it's true. And that's going to be a common theme as I go through these. So I did The Sad Story of Phil, which was a sad story. You know, I'm not happy about the way that Phil turned out, because he had the ability to be a man about shit, and he chose not to. And that's something that is another common theme. I did this one recently I'm quite a big fan of, even though it showed off how fat I've gotten since quarantine, was the story of Nobody. This was me talking literally about a guy who had a property that is never going to exist now. And I'll just say this. The advice that he was given by myself and other people is going to get turned into something new. We're going to take everything he didn't do and turn it into something new and something better. Because there's an old saying in Chicago, don't leave money on the table. Mostly because a politician will probably steal it from you. But regardless, you cannot let opportunity just slip through your fingers. Just to be an asshole on the internet. It's not worth it. It doesn't make money. But I told the story of Nobody. And I'm going to take Because I am not nobody, I will take nobody's mistakes and I will apply them because I have a name. A name people are going to remember. I will, you got to refuse to be nobody if you want to be a writer. Then there was this one time for hate mail. Some of you guys are probably going to love this one. This one was fucking hilarious because we had a guy who seemed to think that blue jeans and sports bras were communist propaganda, and that Doom Eternal was anti-Christian propaganda. And he didn't send this hate mail letter to me. He sent it to one of my fans. So I roasted him. I made content out of it. I told this fan, the fan was really worried. His name's Alistair. Great dude, by the way. I told him, dude, don't worry about this shit. I'm going to take this. I'm going to make fun of him. And the big thing about this, and Alistair is one of my favorite, I get a lot of favorite fans, I ain't going to lie. Alistair's one of them, though, because he's been a fan of mine, I think, ever since this whole thing started. I said to Alistair, I'm like, dude, I'm going to take this misery that this dude is trying to inflict upon you and this stress. I'm going to make you laugh, and I'm going to take that stress away from you because you're awesome and you deserve it. So I took the whole time to laugh at this fucking chump, and I'll get back to him here in a minute. Then there was this one, Why Do They Always Suck? This is one of my old salt mine videos. I'm about to bring back the salt mine. I think I want to do that. I like the salt mine. Salt mine's fun. But why do they always suck? This is about a guy named Chris, Hero Shack. He's a Christian, wants to be a comic book creator, but he shot his mouth off a lot towards me. And then when I actually took the time to look into his books, it wasn't very good. I can't even find where I was looking at it. I spent so much time in self-promotion. I tend to do that a lot. But then again, I'm very proud of the work that I do. Here it is. Yeah. That was the thing. That was a stream, man. That was funny as fuck. And then the Hamburglar. Where's the photo? Looks like this. You look like this. Oh, Comic Book Hut. You fucking goof. I love what Ugly Media says here. I'll scroll up so you guys can see it. This looks like a Corporal Cape Man from Inspector Gadget. Oh, good lord, man. Xavier. I love Xavier to death. He's a good friend. Who appointed this strange consumer of illicit hamburgers as the defender of anything? Oh, God. But this is the thing. People ask me, how do you deal with these Spergs? I laugh. Because it doesn't matter. These people's opinions of you, they don't matter. They're pixels at the end of the day. Because that's what they make themselves. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Three Stooges. I know it took me 9 minutes to get to the fucking point. But the Three Stooges come in on this particular live stream. So I'm not going to name who the Three Stooges are. All you need to know is that there's three of them. Three Spergs who were fans of the show, who were fans of the channel. They never backed my comic books because it doesn't seem like they ever wanted me to be a comic book writer in the first place. They wanted me to just be miserable and whine about the culture all the time because that's all they do. Not going to happen. I like to create shit. But these particular dudes are a warning to anybody who spends more time on Discord whining about the culture than actually going out and taking care of your own fucking life. So these particular guys actually got incensed with me on this fucking video when I pointed out how absolutely fucking ridiculous it is to think that Tifa wearing a sports bra in Final Fantasy VII or Jill Valentine wearing pants in a video game is communist propaganda. It's absolutely silly. And all three of them said that they agreed with this. And after this video, they continued to get pissy with me. And not just with me, but with fans as well. Other people in the audience who agreed with me, who were sane enough to realize this is fucking stupid. So what did I do with the Three Stooges? I gave them the boot. Not because of what they said about me. I couldn't give a shit less. I didn't like them constantly badgering my fucking audience. Because that's what they would do. Everybody that would say this is stupid, they'd get pissed at. You pull the arguments apart, and they would get pissy with you. Sorry, boys. You're wrong. And you're stupid. And it's kind of funny because these guys will go around. And the thing about the Three Stooges is they are so obsessed with me. People have told me, I don't go around and watch this stuff, but people have told me that these guys literally go on every single video where people get mad at me and talk a ton of shit. Imagine being that obsessed. Imagine being that guy who, instead of going out and getting a job or getting a girlfriend or buying your first car or anything along those lines, you're going around and you're getting mad at me, a fat comic book, an op-ed writer on the internet. If I am supposedly the nadir of the world, if I supposedly am this irrelevant whatever, why the fuck do you care about me so much? Why do I invoke such a reaction? Because here's the thing. And this is the thing about the Three Stooges, and this is the thing about Spergs in general. This is all they have. I am all they have. If I disappeared tomorrow, there would be a massive hole left in their life. Massive. However, I don't care about these people. The only reason I'm bringing them up today is to use them, monetize them, because I will gain patrons from this. I will gain backers from this. Everybody who is, all these Spergs who have tried to destroy my business, whether it's just some low-level dude or well-known comic book creators who hate my guts, every single one of them that has tried to damage me has failed. Every single one. So all of the mean words, all the insults, Micah's got a big head. Yeah, it sucks trying to box with this giant melon. Trust me. I can't dodge shit. I had to learn to block. You know, oh, you're huge, you're fat. You're damn right, I look like a fucking gorilla. Why do you think I have the nickname Vanilla Gorilla, you dumb fucks? I'm pale too. I'm pale, I have a bad knee and a bad shoulder. And yet, with all the negative things that are going against me, I make a living off of what I do, and I'm a very happy dude. But these motherfuckers are so goddamn miserable that they have to go on the internet and complain about one dude. Meanwhile, I got comics I'm writing, articles I'm writing for one of the biggest websites on earth. I'm doing pretty goddamn well. But that's the story of the Three Stooges. You have three dudes who used to be fans, who decided to treat other people who are fans like shit. I give them the boot, and now they are fucking obsessed with me. Newsflash, weirdos. You ain't nothing but pixels to me now. And that's admittedly how I deal with these guys. Because this the whole inspiration for this video came from a particular member of the community simply asking me, how do you deal with these guys? It's very simple. Fans deserve to be treated well because they are the reason you are there. But when someone decides to attack your fans like these guys did, or someone starts to attack you for no reason, there is no particular inspiration's not the right word, no particular reason to keep them around. You let them go, and that's the end of it. The words of these people mean nothing to me. It doesn't translate into money. In fact, I got a quarter right here. Four of these, and the opinions of the people who hate me will get a load of laundry done. That's how much it means to me. And if you're going to be a creator, this is the cynical look you have to kind of have on humanity. Is that the opinions of the people who don't like you are irrelevant. They mean nothing. Because these people weren't even invested in you in the first place. Or if they were invested, they aren't anymore. And if they care more about seeing you destroyed, or they care more about being pissed off at you, than actually seeing your life get better, why the fuck even have them in your life? It ain't worth it. They're not worth the emotional investment. Except for one. It's laughter. Because you look at the Spergs I deal with. You look at the Three Stooges. You look at Phil Cummings. You look at Hero Shack. You look at the anti-CG guys. The Comic Book Hut being one of them. Who the fuck cares? The only time that half these people who get pissed off at me gain any relevance is when they bring me up. They need me to be relevant. I don't need them. You know what I need? You. The fan. You are the lifeblood of what I do. And I appreciate it. And at the end of the day, if you're here, I'm glad. But once somebody decides to become the Sperg, they're not worth keeping around. You move on to greener pastures. And dear Lord, have I done that this year. For such a miserable year for most of humanity, I actually managed to make something out of it, and that I'm proud of. Now, it's mostly by the grace of God, so I give him the credit. Because without him, I wouldn't be here. But I've managed to get a lot done because of what he's given me. Are there things I could have done better? Sure. But the last thing that I'm worried about is the Spergs. That's for sure. So, let that be a lesson to anybody out there that wants to get into comic book creation. Do not ever let people like the Three Stooges get you down. They are not worth anything. They're not worth conversation. They're not worth emotional investment. All they are worth is funny mockery on YouTube. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Micah Curtis. I'll see you next time.